After overcoming and surviving and finding closure of narcissistic abuse, once you've gotten your mind healthy and strong and finding out who you are, it's only half the equation. The other equation to making yourself the best and wonderful and healthy you also comes from a physical side. And mentally and physically go hand in hand. And I have to say that the hardest part of making yourself healthy physically, the hardest part is to get started. And I can tell you, when I started my weight loss journey back in April, the only thing that entered my mind was that I wanted to live long enough to see my grandsons grow up and end up with good careers, whether they go to college or not, and end up getting married, and I become a great grandmother. I want to live long enough to see that happen. But it's not going to be possible if I don't get myself as healthy as I can physically, because it's so important. And that was the main motivator. Or really my two wonderful, precious grandsons, along with my oldest daughter and my youngest daughter. All four of them were the reasons for me to live. And from what I've read from everyone's comments, I don't see no sign of people wanting to kill themselves, and I hope that never, ever, ever, ever crosses your mind. Because you out there really, really have a lot to live for. Because once you overcome and survive and found closure of narcissistic abuse, and you found freedom, you found yourself, and you're mentally strong, and now you're getting yourself together physically, there's a whole new life out there waiting for you. And of course, it's not going to come out in a blink of an eye, but you have to work at it. And making yourself physically healthy would really do wonders. I've noticed the more weight that I lose and the exercises I start to master, my confidence greatly builds. And it's built up my confidence quite a bit. And I would have to say, if you engage in good physical exercise, always, always consult your doctor before doing an exercise regimen, So advise that to you if you're considering, but I would say, yeah, start getting some physical activity in. But if you want to get into like serious stuff, like really heavy, intense things, I always suggest that you consult your doctor and then move forward. There's so many great things. Like I'm sharing with you, my grandchildren, my daughters, all the wonderful things that I have to live for. And you out there have a lot to live for. You have so much. You just have no idea. Or maybe you're not sure. But you do have a lot to live for. Maybe trying some things you never tried before, you may surprise yourself that you may become good at something. Maybe there's a place that you'd like to go to and never had. Maybe saving up money to go there. There's so many great things waiting out there for you. But it all comes down to just making yourself very, very healthy, and being good to myself And I urge all of you out there, my viewers, to be good to yourself as well. It's so important. Because you do matter. I want to let you know that. You do matter. And I know for years upon years, I mean, from childhood on, and I'm no exception, that you've been programmed to think that you're not worth anything. Believe me, I've been told that many times in my lifetime. So I'm definitely no exception. But you are worth something. You are worth living for above all else. As well as I know I'm worth living for above all else. But I like to urge all of you to make yourselves the most happiest and healthiest person that you possibly could ever be. Because there's a beautiful person inside of you that's waiting to come out. Believe me, it took me a while. I mean, if you ever watched any of my videos from the first video as I progress, eventually at some point I started breaking out of my shell. And I've been out of my shell, and you know, I feel free. I'm happy. I may not have everything in the world that I want, but I can count my blessings. I mean, I have good health. I'm stronger mentally, physically, and you know, helping many of you out there to survive the narcissistic abuse that all of you have been subjected to. I want to be that inspiration, along with many other YouTubers that have channels like I do. And you know, the more that we can inspire others to start their own channels and expose their own narcissist, it's so validating and so healing, you know. And for some of you out there that are kind of like have reservations for whatever, I mean, it's totally understandable. I'm not gonna look down on you for that. But I myself, I mean, you know I don't have hair flowing down here, and I know you know, I know my speech is not always the greatest, but hey, I'm never afraid to come out here and share my experience. But I've gotten comments like that. It's like, you know, someone's not so sure they'd like to expire. I've got from one of my viewers, I'm not going to say who the viewer is, but I remember one of my viewers that said something like, well, yeah, I like to expose my narcissistic family, and but I can't because I'm not sure about my speech, or I don't like the way I sound, or whatever. Heck, I know when I play my videos back, I don't like what I sound, but you know what? I don't care as long as I'm telling my story. I don't care what I sound like. So getting story out there is so healing and so validating, and that's where you begin to become mentally healthier, is once you get it all out. And like I said, everyone's not going to do it at the same rate. Everybody heals different rates. But anyway, making yourself physically healthy can relieve so much more. So much anger, you know, it relieves a lot of things. Maybe I've even had less flashbacks because I'm keeping myself physically fit and up to date. Right now, I've lost 39 pounds, and I just need to lose another 32 more, and I'll be at my goal weight of 190 pounds, and I'm very happy. Couldn't be any happier. So, anyway, focus on making yourself the best, healthiest person that you can be. Because once you got the mental part healthy, you got to get the physical part in. Because if you get the mental part in, it's only halfway. You gotta go all the way with it. And believe me when I tell you this, that you would feel so much better. And that person that's been trapped all these years because of the narcissistic abuse that you've been subjected to, as well as myself, will come out. You'll break out of your shell. It's so freeing. I can guarantee you that. I'll say I can assure you that. You know, I can really assure you that. So anyway, for those of you that have found my channel either through other social media or through somebody share my viewers and subscribers sharing my videos, and you come across this, I welcome you. However you found my channel, I welcome you with love and open arms as always. And for those of you that's been longtime followers of me, as well as everybody else, I just say share my videos any way you like to, because the more that we can get the awareness out about narcissism, the better, you know, because we need to really reach a lot of people out there. People that's not really aware that there's a word narcissism that exists, or people just maybe just stumbling upon it, you know, need some help, need some guidance. And if any of you out there have somebody like that besides yourself, please feel free to share my videos. Please like my videos. I really appreciate everybody's feedback, believe me. And someone had also made a recent comment that I've inspired. I'm not gonna mention names. I'm a big time person about that. I don't, even if you were to say, well, okay, go ahead and talk about my story, but don't mention my name. I said, well, I'm not gonna mention everything, but I'm a big into not mentioning names. Period. You know, I'm just that way because your privacy means a lot to me, and you know, I'm determined and stay determined to keep it that way. So anyway, welcome those of you that's found my channel. However you found it, I welcome you. Thank you. And if you like my videos, please subscribe. Please give your feedback. And even if you watch some of my older videos, please. It's never too late for you to give me your feedback on those either. You know, like I said, I try my best to answer everybody's comments. And I do read everybody's comments. And, you know, I answer as many as I possibly can. And so just because if I don't respond to your comment, that doesn't mean I didn't read it. But you know, I get a lot of comments and a lot of feedback, and been very busy still looking for work and keeping myself healthy as always, and other things that demand my time for sure. So anyway, this is Mary Allen signing off. Like I said, I don't know what the next video is going to be about. Whatever really pops in my head, or if you find something that you would like me to go in deeper depth with, you know, please feel free. This is Mary Allen signing off. And as always, I wish you love, peace, and joy as ever. Thank you. Take care. Thank you for watching.